Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Baelorr and I prepared you a shoutcast of a game played at approximately 2050 ELO, that's 2050. In a solo queue, it's a ranked game of course, and without further ado, let's start the game immediately from 0-0-0. Now, Team Blue, we've got Diana in the middle lane, Corki and Tarek in bottom, Yorick, that Yorick on top lane, and Nocturne in jungle. On the red team, meanwhile, we've got Mordekaiser on the middle lane, Irelia top lane, Vayne and Nunu combo on bottom, and Lee Sin in the jungle. Now, Lee Sin taking exhaust, as we can see, so does Nocturne. It will appear both players are thinking about potential counter-jungling in the game, and that's pretty fair to assume. Both Nocturne and Lee Sin are capable of doing so for sure. They've got a lot of damage, they've got good CC and useful abilities in the early game. About the team comps, I haven't seen Vayne for quite a while being played, and apparently she's going back to her graces. A Vayne-Nunu combo is devastating and ridiculously strong. With Nunu, Vayne doesn't have to worry about attack speed and movement speed, and she can just focus on damage items early on, for instance rush a Bloodthirster so her tumble is maximized efficiency, or just rush an Infinity Edge. That's very good on Vayne, and particularly useful. Now, Corki Tarek, I've seen that lane become more and more popular, not only with Gamescom, with MLG, and upcoming, I assume, North American regional finals, we're going to see that as well. That combination is lethal. They've got a lot of burst damage. That damage doesn't come from auto attacks, so they are invulnerable to some auto attack slowing. They just need to land their skills. We see Nunu and Vayne doing enemies' wolf camp. Very wise idea by both of those players. It's a balance it's a balancing grace against Tariq and Corki, both getting golems. So now Corki and Vayne are similar income level. Now we can see Lee Sin starting with red buff. That might mean he's going to go top lane. He started interested with Tempest and Cripple, so for more AoE and reducing damage from minions. Now, how did that work? Not that well. Lee Sin's got only 170, 150 HP now. He's going to for 200 level 2 already. He's going to probably gank top now. All the pots popped. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a top gank. And we see Nocturne actually checking out if Lee Sin's done the red buff, and he's just late. And they know Lee Sin's there. Yorick knows Lee Sin's there. Yorick has to be very careful. Yorick isn't the best of gangsters. Is very vulnerable to ganking. Now, what is Lee Sin doing? Lee Sin has been dozing off, and Lee Sin has been completely cut off by enemy. And that's a first blood to Yorick. How devastating! A first blood to Yorick. What was Lee Sin doing? Apparently, he was looking elsewhere, or he was so focused and tunneling on Yorick that he didn't notice Nocturne coming from behind and coming. And speaking of coming from behind, Nocturne is already diving at Mordekaiser, and Mordekaiser might end up dying with that flash away from Diana and a good crescent slash, but Mordekaiser teleports away to safety. And so far, Nocturne's been making so much and immense pressure at this early stage of the game. We can see Mordekaiser already doing raves at level 3. At the 3rd minute, he's already taking raves, earning the infamous reputation for being such a bully and such a pusher. Mordekaiser is very despicable to early game ganking. He's very vulnerable before level 6-7. He doesn't have a lot of. He has no escape abilities. His shield is weak. His health cost for spells are high. And meanwhile, you can see Yorick pushing Irelia very hard, very strong. And Yorick knows Lee Sin's there. That early ward from Yorick has proven to be a ridiculous good idea. Thanks to that, and thanks to Yorick's inbuilt sustain, he's so safe against Lee Sin, and now Lee Sin is going to be severely punished by Yorick, and by showing his face top. Now, that's not a situation you like to be in as a jungler. You're so far behind now, and Lee Sin has to focus on getting himself back into the game for a certain amount of stage. And we see Nocturne stealing already the blue buff. This game is going so well for hotfix from RG. It's just ridiculous, and we can see Mordekaiser taking wolves. Poor Lee Sin has nothing. He's so poor right now. Absolutely no income, everything being taken away, and we can see Irelia managed to kill Yorick. Let's see what exactly happened on the top lane. We can see Yorick and Irelia are going in for an aggressive fight. Irelia goes in straight on, and she uses a blade to jump to apparently to a minion, and she still got the cooldown on Yorick, and she manages to kill him and flash away to safety. Now Yorick didn't have ignites, and that was the saving grace for Irelia. She probably knew that she capitalized on that factor, and she managed to score an awesome kill on Yorick, who lost red buff, and now the red buff transferred to Irelia. She's one happy Irelia, and she certainly came back in this game from a very difficult situation to a dominant position already. Let's see how this is going to function. Meanwhile, Diana is winning middle lane against Mordekaiser, using a very wide combination of her crescent strikes to hit him every single time. And well, Diana has put out a ward. That means she's had time to go back to base, and her full HP, her almost full mana, signifies that. Now we can see Noxian fighting Irelia in an epic struggle top lane, but Noxian has to be careful. He might die. No, Noxian safely retreats, and Irelia decides not to follow, logically assuming that Yorick will be probably back in lane, and she saw that anyway because of the minion vision. And Noxian retreats to base for the first time. What he's going to buy? He's bought some pots and the Madred rush. That's a very good idea from Noxian. He's rushing that Wriggles Lantern to speed up his jungle to create one of the most cost-effective items available in the game. And we can see how poor Lee Sin is. He can only afford a Doran's Blade. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a situation you really like to be in as a jungler. If for the first time back in the base at 6-minute marker, only thing you've got is a Doran's, and only 15 CS against 28 of Noxian. That shows the difference. Blue buff stole and red buff lost to top. That's just terrible. And but that is actually Lee Sin's fault. Mordekaiser already farming like a boss, like a Mordekaiser, and he's already 6, so he's pretty safe in general against any enemy intervention. Now we can see Diana exchanging blows with Mordekaiser, but that might not be the best idea. She's diving, she's going in for the kill, and that turns out to be a fatal mistake. Mordekaiser just blew her head off using the ultimate Children of the Grave ignite and his full combo. He's just too tanky at this level to bring on any sort of fight against Mordekaiser, for Diana to bring any sort of fight against him. But at the same time, Noxian kills Mordekaiser using exhaust and his full combination of abilities, getting already level 6. And we can see that Diana has gotten an assist, and that's going to be fatal for Yorick. Yorick flashes into a brush, very intelligent flash. He was out of the vision of Irelia. She was unable to blade search him, and she now tries to follow. She retreats safely and continues in farming, and Yorick is in quite a heck of a problems. Irelia knows that Noxian is coming, that he's there, he's looking for an opportunity, and she probably knows something's amiss. And we can see Yorick has invested in early tier of the Goddess, so probably there's going to be a mana min rush, but he needs some sort of HP. I would advise Yorick to get at least Heart of Gold in that situation. Irelia's true damage really shines when she can just cut a swath through your HP with a few blows. And Irelia bought Doran's Shield and Doran's Blade, so a very powerful early opening, and we can see Diana bursting down Mordekaiser, and Mordekaiser is getting ganked, and then a good flash from Mordekaiser, but not, that's not over. Or is it? It is over, and we can see on the bottom exchange of kills between carries. Carry dies, both kills go to supports, and supports are now fighting an epic battle between each other, but Nunu forces Taric to retreat, but he's unable to continue on the chase. He's already got to level 6. And Nunu is just farming the lane on his own. He's not killing the minions, he's waiting for them to turn ASAP, and that's the power of early burst from Corki and from Taric. The burst is ridiculous. You can see Corki capitalizing on 2 Dorans and Longsword. Apparently that's going to be a Phage rush, and that's obvious. Corki going for probably trying to force, and then straight to Bloodthirster as the most logical example. You can see Irelia is out of mana. That's a very dangerous situation for Irelia, and we can see Noxian going straight in, but unfortunately does bring it in connect, and but he manages to force force her to flash. That's a good exchange. That's definitely a gain for the team. Irelia is now going straight back to base. No mana, nothing to sustain her with. Danger of meeting a Nocturne. That's a situation she decides to back, and that's a very wise decision. We can see Diana pushing out very well. I don't know if Diana has been nerfed already, or is it just an announcement in the patch. And we can see Diana in the middle, but there's Lee Sin, and probably Diana saw him right there, so she's going to play a little safer now. Lee Sin not having the best of his games, but no, Diana goes in straight on, using the fact that Nocturne's there. Nocturne's Diana diving Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser, however, uses his ultimate and fight on the tower. 3 tower hits in total. That's going to be a retreat from Diana. Does Lee Sin have his ultimate? No, Lee Sin doesn't have his ultimate, and Mordekaiser survives with just 18 HP, and is that going to be a kill for Lee Sin? No, Diana kills Lee Sin with the use of her Crescent Strike, passive and combination of Ignite. Also, tower damage was important. Lee Sin, unfortunately, that was a very well played by Team Red, and especially from Mordekaiser. But Lee Sin charged a little too far. He was expecting a level 6 ding, I think, and immediate execution with Dragon's Rage. However, he didn't manage to perform all that. Perhaps he didn't take Diana's Ignite into account, and that proved to be fatal. And we can see a stun from Vayne going straight on Taric, and absolute zero from Nunu. Capitalizing on the fact that Taric uses his already abilities, and that is going to be a kill for Vayne and a kill for Corki. One support dies, one AD carry dies. Overall, I think that favorizes blue, because Vayne is dead, she's unable to farm, she's unable to get experience, and Corki's in the lane. Corki's getting that small, albeit important advantage. And Corki is actually being forced away by Nunu, and Lee Sin appearing. That is an excellent flash by Corki. He's still got Valkyrie. So he's going to be able to do something about that. He's retreating straight to base, a safe play. They see Diana is coming, and that's going to be a dive on the tower, but no, another flash forced by Nocturne in this game. He's a real flash forcer. And we can see on the top lane, Ignites are being exchanged, ultimates as well. Irelia dives, attacks, jumps on Yorick, but she's unable to capitalize and finish him off. And Yorick now uses his goals for his sustain. After recent nerfs, Yorick isn't as difficult to deal with. He's still being hard, but not ridiculous. And we can see Diana has managed to get Lee Sin at his own jungle, fighting at the blue dragon. And now Diana's getting a double kill. That's an excellent play by Diana. Diana manages to kill a Vayne, an AD carry, and a jungler while on a fight about the blue golem. We can see Mordekaiser is going to take evil vengeance, but will he manage to kill Diana? The answer is no. Taric's ultimate and the burst from Corki manages to fill us. That was an excellent play by Team Blue, an excellent decision by Diana, who decided to go check out an enemy blue, fight that Lee Sin, lure Vayne, and then as well Mordekaiser, who was in a false sense of security, seeing only Diana so low. He assumed he's going to be able to burst her down, but perhaps he forgot about Pale Cascade, giving her approximately 110 HP. That's twice, because she managed to pop the balls 3 times. So that's actually an excellent decision and play by Diana. You can see just how good that player is, and we can see Nunu being baited by a ward, and that is going to be one dead Nunu and potentially a dragon opportunity. The enemy team has, of course, a ward here placed by Nunu, but that is most likely going to be our first dragon of the game at 12-minute mark for Team Blue, and that's a very unfortunate for Team Red. Team Red needs to stop getting caught, stop getting grabbed in serious situations like that, but they've got a decent ward coverage around the dragon area, and that's even more surprising considering the fact how Nunu died, how Mordekaiser died before. And we can see Diana jumping in on very deeply, very aggressively on Mordekaiser. She's using her abilities to her full extent, using the low cooldowns, and is she going to kill Mordekaiser? Yes, is the Ignite going to kill her? No, Ignite is not on that champion. The Ignite was on Diana, and Diana now trying to escape from Lee Sin. Lee Sin is going to execute her with Dragon's Rage and Exhaust combination. A good try to juke that Sonic Strike, Sonic Wave, and escape from Diana, but unfortunately Lee Sin was capable of securing the kill by the use of Exhaust. And we can see Nocturne going straight into the jungle, trying to check out the red opportunity, and he's going to steal that red. He's going to at least try it. We'll see how that concludes, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to steal that? He's going a pretty damn good job. And Leeson knows something's amiss, something's a foul. And Nocturne, is he going to get? Yes, Nocturne has managed to get that red buff at the last moment, but he's in a heck of a trouble. A missed Sonic Wave and a beautiful use of ultimate by Nocturne in a defensive fashion against Mordekaiser and Lee Sin. And Nocturne is escaping, fighting for his life, clinging to it. A flash from Yorick, who was supporting his teammate, and a big exchange on the top lane. Two players are very low for Team Blue, but they managed to steal that red buff. It costed them just a flash, an exhaust, and an ultimate from Nocturne, but I think it was worth it all in all. Lee Sin lost yet another part of his jungle control that definitely affects the enemy's morale. And we can see Tariq has retreated to base. He's on a top lane looking for an opportunity for a fight, and that might be very brutal and dangerous. Now Team Red is probably wondering, where the hell is Tariq? Has he gone back? He's not warding the mid dragon area. And that's a very good idea by Tariq to create that pressure, that unknown, because as we can see, Corki is perfectly capable of dealing with that situation on the bottom alone, but perhaps he's going to do far. Excellent Valkyrie, and that's going to be a dead Corki, and Vayne uses his cleanse defensively, and now Nocturne is chasing on Vayne. He manages to last the Darksbringer. It's going to be a kill most likely. He can see her vision and her walk, and now she's absolutely out of mana, and that's going to be a kill. An excellent kill by Diana, who intervened from middle lane, seeing that Vayne is low and she's trying to juke out Nocturne, but to no avail. Vayne died, and I think Cork even got an assist for that. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't want to retreat that. Perhaps some of you, dear viewers, might correct me on that. Now we can see Nocturne going very ballsy right next to Mordekaiser, showing that he's completely not afraid. Hey man, I can just go whatever I want, I can do whatever I want, because I'm Nocturne, yeah. And we can see Reza respawning, Mordekaiser and Lee Sin checking out the situation, and we can see Nocturne staying in that brush, looking for an opportunity to strike, and there's the opportunity. There's a fight against Mordekaiser, but he retreats. Diana was out of position, and they assumed Irelia might be coming, but Irelia was just farming golems. A good retreat by Team Blue, keeping it safe, not playing too dangerously, too aggressively. They've got the advantage. They have to keep it now. And we can see Diana clearly rushing Abyssal Scepter. That's a good decision. With Sorcerer's Shoes, that will give her 48 magic penetration, as I'm assuming she's got magic penetration glyphs marks. And now we can see on the top lane, Irelia is attacking Yorick as much as possible. We're using a Hidden Style and Blade Surge combination. That was a lot of damage, and now Yorick is pretty low. He's suspecable to a dive. He has to retreat. What is Yorick going to buy? With 1800 gold, that might be a Phage or already a Manamune. All is possible for that champion. And now Yorick is standing absolutely still. What is he doing? I don't understand that decision from Yorick. Perhaps he's got problems. So now, yes, he's backing, and we can see a dangerous situation up in a ping for Irelia to retreat, but we can see a missed Crescent Strike, and now a dive on Vayne. She doesn't have her cleanse. She didn't flash. She tried to tumble away, but that was unfortunately not enough, and a tower, a contact tower for Team Red for Irelia. And we can see Team Blue again going for that blue buff, and it was practically immediately executed and taken away. And Team Blue has excellent ward coverage. They know who's where and at what time, and that's going to be a dead Mordekaiser. Team Blue is so much in lead right now. And is that going to be a dive by Diana? No need. Corky's rocket, that wasn't a big one, but still it did the job. And we can see Team Blue is in the driving seat. The ward coverage for Team Blue is excellent. We can see Team Red has 2 wards on the map right now near the enemy jungle at their own blue buff, showing how much in defense they are. Blue team meanwhile taking the middle tower, creating even more pressure, creating even more map control. Now we can see Team Blue on the other side has 3 wards, but those wards are in every single place that matters. Actually, that's 4 wards. One has been placed right here. And we can see 5 wards, excellent ward coverage. Team Red needs on an Oracle ASAP, ladies and gentlemen. Without that Oracle, they will be slowly but inevitably forced to stay in the lanes and in the Tower of Infinity to avoid any sort of ganks, concert jungles, jukes and attacks by Team Blue, who's very mobile. Nocturne is a very mobile champion. Diana with her Lunar Rush is also incredibly mobile. So is Corky, who you can use Valkyrie and Flash to get around map very quickly. and we can see Vayne, smart play by Vayne. Her lane is getting is pushing, so she's using the opportunity to farm a little bit, and we can see pings on the dragon area already. And Lee Sin trying to check out enemy blue buff, but Noxian's dead. Noxian knows what's going on. We can see Yorick retreating to the base, buying a mana mune and a giant's build, so that might be a Warmog's Rash. And we can see Diana and Noxian safely controlling their own blue buff, not giving it away to the enemy. You can see a little bit of a push in the middle, and a two-man dragon attempt by Team Red has been successful. Excellent play by the entire team. That was a very needed dragon for that team. They managed to get some money back and close that gap, bridge it a little bit. And Vayne and Nunu are so fast at killing dragons that level 5 Blood Boil and tanking by Nunu has allowed Vayne to simply execute it like pow pow pow, and dragon was gone. And we can see in the middle of the fight, and again a dive on Mordekaiser by Diana and by Yorick, who's been ultimated, clearly defensive ultimate, but Diana's flash and her chasing abilities were just too much. An excellent flash by Irelia and a quick bracelet to get out of the harm's way, but that's not enough. Lee Sin is going down, an ultimate by Nunu, but that is also unfortunate. Nunu is going to stay alive, and a kill for Irelia. Irelia is probably going to get a double kill here, and unfortunately no, the kill goes to Vayne. It's also excellent, it's probably even better. We can see Vayne fighting for her dear life, clinging to it, but unfortunately for her, and excellently for Corki, he's managed to finish her off, probably with auto attack or Gatling gun, I'm not sure which was it. And now Corki with a double buff, and cheeky ballsy play by Team Blue, taking out enemy almost at the inhibitor turret range. We can see the second turret for Team Blue, Team Red at the middle lane is being attacked and sieged by solo Yorick, who is probably going to do a little damage to it now. He retreats to safety, seeing enemy has respawned. And Mordekaiser rushing Will of the Ancients, not so popular these days due to increased cost, and so far it isn't working too well for him. We can see Corki doing a massive and powerful push on the top lane. He's going to take it almost immediately. That Phosphorus Bomb wait for Shin proc. And we can see turret is down, and Corki immediately retreats using Valkyrie. He's afraid of some sort of an attack, of some sort of retaliation, and we can see Team Red is pinging into Baron Vicinity. What is that going to be? We're going to find out soon, ladies and gentlemen. And we can see Diana finished leveling Pale Cascade, so now she's going to work on her Moonfall and Ultimate, of course. And that wasn't Abyssal Scepter Rush, it turned out to be Lichbane, seeing how well her game went, and a random, yes, an absolutely random Crescent Strike, taking away Lee Sin's race, pushing him even further behind. And now at sort of an engage in the middle, we can see 5 players for Team Blue sieging up the enemy. What damage from Diana. She's bursting so hard, and we can see she's using that Crescent Strike in an intelligent fashion, targeting it around here, not here, so that it makes the full swing and hits more than a few people. And we can see Team Blue is sieging the enemy at the enemy tower, using clearly the Corki's blue buff to the advantage, and Diana's poking skills with increased mana pool from Sheen. And we can see the situation is pretty interesting. It's sort of a stalemate, but with advantage for Team Blue, who is now going to take that tower due to the sheer advantage they've got. An intervention from Noxian, but Noxian retreats, and that was just a Scarecrow attack. Team Blue, 5-man Team Blue push on the inhibitor turret at 22nd minute of the game. That's a very aggressive play, if I ever seen one. And that tower is at half HP already. That's so good, so aggressive play by Team Blue. They know exactly what to do and how. And lack of wards for Team Blue, only in the Baron area. The pressure of the game is going to move there. And we can see a fast blue buff for Diana, who's been so powerful this game. So decisive, so dominant, so mobile. 737 says for it all. She's been present at the majority of the kills for her team. And we can see Team Blue moving towards the second turret, the internal turret for Team Red at the bottom lane. And that is going to be a poke. Corki excellently shooting at the tower, and we can see Diana jumping on Mordekaiser. He might be dead, and probably, yes, not only might, but he is dead yet again. Mordekaiser not playing too well this game, not only incapable of farming, his farm is matches Diana's, and Diana has been so more mobile, so more active this game compared to her lane opponent, that I can only wonder why would Mordekaiser do such build? Why wouldn't he rush Abyssal? And we can see a big fight in the middle. Nunu's ultimate for full duration, hitting enemy pretty hard. The team is split. Team Blue is pretty split. Diana was so far ahead. but that doesn't matter. Team Blue is so far ahead in money and in power and sheer power and levels of champions that they are capable of splitting their own team, putting pressure both on the turret and on the enemy team, and being able to take it away, kill some minions, then safely retreat, being pretty low, but still, and no one died. And turret was taken. We can see 5 turrets to 1. The advantage is growing. It's 7,000 gold at 24th minute. That's a big advantage. And Abyssal Scepter finished on Diana. She's going to be a very lethal champion now against Vayne. She's practically doing true damage to Vayne. Only true... Yes, she's doing actually true damage, more than true damage to Vayne. She's got 48 magic penetration, so she's just going to power execute Vayne the moment she hits her. That's unfortunate for Vayne, and Diana doing now her own team's blue buff, and that Pale Cascade proving to be a very powerful shield. A 600 shield on level 15 is not a laughing matter, especially on such a short cooldown. And that might be a Baron attempt by Team Blue. They are in a perfect position to try a Baron. You can see Irelia hitting Corki, doing what she's been made for, but that's not going to rate well. Corki retreating to safety, but a beautiful dive by Blade Surge finishes Corki off. And is Irelia going to go away? No, she's probably going to get killed by Yorick. Yorick is definitely going to take her down. And yes, she's going to be taken down now, and exhaust and Diana a little too early. A kill on an auction by Vayne, and that's a terrible exchange for Team Blue. So far it's going very well for Team Red, but not now. Diana chasing down the enemy. Team Blue showing her the big advantage of defensive flashbang Mordekaiser. Diana didn't connect with her Crescent Slash, and Lunar Rush was on cooldown. That might be a Baron attempt for Team Blue. 2 members are down, but they have the big advantage. Still about 7.5k gold, and Lee Sin working on that turret. He should definitely do something about it. Lee Sin needs to take out that turret ASAP. He's leveling Safeguard and Tempest first before Sonic Wave. Having such a bad early game, Lee Sin has decided to focus on being more tanky and mobile, as well as using more crowd control. That's a wise decision by Lee Sin, not giving away, not giving up, and trying to show up his abilities in the game. And we can see Lee Sin is being forced away by Taric alone. The game has slowed down the pace. We can see Diana doing the red buff. It's not visible for us, but she certainly sees it and kills it. Diana knows exactly where the enemy is. A very bad Crescent Strike and a retreat, but a cooldown, a flash away, and an excellent flash. That managed to save her, and Diana is now diving Vayne. Diana should use her shield. Yes, she's using shield, and she managed to kill Vayne, but at the same time, the last ball from Vayne finishes her off. The ballsy play by Guza, and is that possible? Taric is soloing a dragon. I've never seen that in any game ever before. And an excellent juke by Taric Stan, and he's safe. He's safe, and now we can see now Lee Sin is a hell of a trouble. Beautiful kick by Lee Sin, but that wasn't enough. 3 people already killing him. And Team Blue growing advantage to 8,000 gold and keeping it steady. Beautiful dragon by Sir Carry a lot. Taric soloing a dragon. That's interesting. That's exciting. And we can see what's also exciting. Yorick chasing down in the middle against 3 players of enemy team, but quickly assisted by the rest of his teammates. That might be a Baron attempt if that chase finishes in a fatal attempt. And I think Team Blue is in an excellent spot to do that Baron. They've got a huge advantage. They could capitalize on that, force a Baron fight. Apparently Diana rushing now, chain with that's going to mean Zonia. Nunu finishing Zeki's excellent choice for items. Zeki has got so much synergy with Vayne and her attack speed. As we can see, Vayne made that Bloodthirster, and Zeal probably going for Phantom Dancer now. No Infinity Edge yet, no critical strikes from Vayne, only that auto attack damage that she's capitalizing on. 1.9 attack speed is a lot. And we can see Taric getting Aegis of the Legion now. With Aegis of the Legion, that's going to be a Baron force, in my opinion. That's going to be practically a Baron force for sure. Taric with that powerful aura combination from his ultimate, Shatter, and Aegis of the Legion, is a walking buff machine. And meanwhile we can see Diana getting killed by Vayne. What has exactly happened? See, ladies and gentlemen, a bit sloppy by me. We can see Diana going in deep, attacking any enemy, and we can see Vayne popping her ultimate, kiting Diana in a very intelligent fashion, finishing her off immediately. That power of Ice Blast, Blood Boil, and Vayne has shown her its true strength. With Guardian Angel, Team Blue Team Red might be hiding cash, but their potential is pretty still high. The kills went to Vayne, and that's who the kills need to go to. She's not that farmed. She's probably going to finish the Phantom Dancer now. Oh, and that dive by Noxian on Vayne. She's going to probably get smashed, and no, there's no smashing of Vayne, as there's a very intense exchange in the middle. Vayne is shooting auto-attacking enemy at her leisure, at her free time, and now Noxian trying to dive. Noxian getting killed, but that's Yorick ultimate. And we can see Team Blue getting split a little bit. Irelia alone with the Guardian Angel and Mordekaiser helping her, creating pressure that allows Team Red to help Vayne, to save her. And an excellent team fight by Team Red. Three members of Team Blue are dead, and a tower for Team Red. That's quite a throw. That's quite a disappointment. The advantage has decreased to 5,000 gold. It shows how fast the situation can change in League of Legends. Now Vayne is ultimating. Now she's using her ultimate. That attack speed by Vayne is simply melting Baron in our eyes. It's going to be Baron for Team Red, and Team Red manages to take the first Baron of the game, and that's going. And not only that, but also a kill for Vayne on Diana. A killing spree on Vayne and Baron. Team Red is out of nowhere, they are in the driving seat now. They are in a middle situation, an equal situation to the enemy. That Irelia delivers. That Irelia definitely delivers her the pressure in this game. She's going to probably go 24th now after that Guardian Angel. And that's a very intelligent decision to rush Guardian Angel and Wits, and seeing how powerful Diana is, seeing that she needs to be tanky, that she needs to create situations. That's going to be probably a dead Irelia. Yes, Corki is chasing her down. If a Phage pros, that's going to be dead Irelia, but no, she's safe. She's going to be safe. Is she going to be safe? And Guardian Angel is not procced. Guardian Angel is not procced. She's going to back in the fight with Hidden Style, and the Corki manages to get a kill. Noxian escapes, but Noxian doesn't. Maybe he flashes away from some spells, but Vayne chases now Corki. Is Vayne going to chase her? And yes, definitely going to tumble, and that's going to be a dead Corki. No, he's not going to be dead. A beautiful kill by Diana. Huluna rushes Vayne to death. Vayne unfortunately was tunneling that, and she didn't see Diana. Now Guardian Angel poked by Irelia. She's probably not going to escape from a Diana Yorick combination. 2 kills for Diana. She's back in the game, and we can see just how dynamic League of Legends game can get. Moments ago, just a few minutes ago, we were sure Team Blue was going to do Baron easily and safely, because they had such a huge 8,000 gold advantage. Another moment ago, a little less than that, we could see Team Red doing a complete return, scoring 3 kills for null, taking a Baron in the process. You can still see that the Baron buff is on Mordekaiser and Lee Sin, and after that, Team Red was a little overconfident with that Baron. Vayne dove Corki under the enemy turret, and that's proven to be fatal as Diana jumped in, killed Vayne, finished off enemy Irelia, popping her Guardian Angel. And Diana surprisingly didn't do Zhonya's Hourglass, but Guardian Angel, perhaps even better idea. Those items are getting more and more popular, probably as some of you might have seen how Moscow 5 countered Darius pick by ELO Hell on ECC Poland. Well, they made 5 Guardian Angels, and it turns out it works pretty well against Darius. Now you can see Baron is still down. It's not back in at least 4 or 5 minutes, so it's a long time. Guardian Angel also a Mordekaiser in the Team Red. And then ultimate from Noxian not going to be used. Mordekaiser has hidden from Noxian. He didn't manage to use his ultimate to dive him, but a constant slow from Corki, who didn't go bloodthirst, but strafe on Infinity Edge. That pops out Mordekaiser's Guardian Angel, and what a waste. Mordekaiser is flashing away, and a powerful dive by Yorick on Vayne, but Vayne doesn't care. She just nukes it from the orbit. Talking about nuking, that was an orbital strike by Diana, who just annihilated Vayne. And another exciting twist and turn. Ace! We have an ace and a triple kill for Corki. A triple kill for Corki. Wow, a total ace. 10 kill difference. Again, 6,000 gold. That's going to be most likely an inhibitor turret. At this stage of the game, they've got 20 seconds to do whatever they like, and Noxian is tanking the tower. Perhaps he should retreat. Let Tariq do the job. And is Noxian going to die? No, Noxian survivors with just 20 HP. Noxian likes to play it risky. And that's going to be the first inhibitor of the game, going to Team Blue, who, after our spectacular team fight at the Tribush in the top lane, starting by Mordekaiser's bait, Mordekaiser's extension, has managed to take the first inhibitor of the game, and we can see yet another, I think that's like 4th or 5th blue buff going to Diana from Team Red's jungle, total control. And now Team Blue is taking their 3rd Dragon of the game as well, or 3rd, one went to Team Red, after all. Yeah, and now Diana retreating to bed. What is she going to buy? Probably needlessly large rod. Is she going to be a needlessly large rod, or perhaps the Firegrass Brush? We'll see. Needlessly large rod. So either Rabadon, or we might see Strafe on Zonias for more safety for Diana. Though at this stage of the game, I think it's going to be more likely Rabadon to just burst Vayne down. Vayne still doesn't have Infinity Edge. She made Last Whisper to increase her physical damage versus heavy armor targets, and who that might be? That's Yorick, 200 armor, 190 armor for Nocturne is quite a lot as well. Diana's tanky is 160, 170 defensive stats, and Irelia overextends the top lane a little too confident, considering how the game is looking. We can see Diana and Corki are going to teach her a lesson about overextending at 2000 ELO range. And Diana sees she's in quite a predicament and quite a trouble. A flash from Diana, flash from Irelia. Is she going to escape? A dive? No, she's not. That's a dive from Nocturne by his ultimate, and that's going to be a sad, dead Diana. And that's not what Team Red should be doing. Team Red, meanwhile, defending 4-man defend in the base, while Irelia was just overextending, and that's just a bad play at this level of game and at this time of game. It's 35th minute, and we can see Team Blue is definitely in the driving seat. They are going to most likely push another lane. Seeing as they are top, it's going to be top, and we can see Mordekaiser just going bottom lane, tall mail, surprising pick of an item. I wouldn't buy that if I was Mordekaiser. He just lacks damage. Mordekaiser lacks damage, is incapable to do anything to the enemy team. They are just so tanky, so powerful, so defensive. They just completely ignore Mordekaiser's damage, and we can see Team Red is going for the internal turret, and they might be going for the inhibitor now. We can see Notion going straight in like a boss, tanking, but it's impossible with that Vayne alive. She's investing in some magic resistance, seeing true damage from Diana, and now second inhibitor of the game going to Team Blue, who are using the situation. Is that going to be dive on Vayne? Yes, it's going to be dive on Vayne, but Vayne ultimate in a panic state. Nona uses his ultimate and exhaust to lower his damage. A dive by of Diana, and Diana by the tower, probably going to die. Goes by Mordekaiser. Is it going to kill that Taric? No. Oh yes, Taric manages to kill, manages to die from the hand of Mordekaiser, though that's not much of an achievement. And Vayne is chasing down enemy. A double kill for Vayne, who is still a big threat, even considering how far behind her team is. It's only a 6k advantage. At this level, it's not that big. It's like 10% of the amount of money. And the Baron response, that's going to be a probably fast Baron attempt by Team Purple, who Team Red. Old habits die hard, and they need that Baron. It's a make or break situation in this game. This is the moment. This is the key. If Team Red manages to do that Baron, they might be back into this game. They might be able to capitalize and defeat the enemy. And that's a fast Baron. Just look at that damage from Vayne. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. It's absurd. Team Red now has the Baron buff, and they need to use it better than the last time. They can't be cocky with it. They need to play it cool. They need to play it steady and safe. The Vayne is priority. They need to protect Vayne and let her do the work. Vayne's scaling is better than Corki's. Corki might do more AoE damage and has the Guardian Angel and a nice potential, but it's just Vayne. A 1.7 attack speed, and that's without Blood Boil, so it's like, I don't know, 2.2, 2.1. Doing ridiculous amounts of damage. Now, Lisa is surprisingly buying Atma's Impaler. That's not so popular these days, considering it's heavy enough to destroy that. Practically destroyed Warmogs and Atma's synergy. Now, we can see the game is going slowly. Team Blue doesn't want to do anything drastic, too radical, knowing the enemy has Baron, and that's a powerful advantage. Team Red is still not out of it. They can still win that game, but not if Lee Sin gets caught. And no, he doesn't get caught. A flash doesn't proc. And that might be the decisive moment of the game. If Team Red manages to defend that team fight, if they manage to kill someone, to catch someone off guard, and a wild outburst from Vayne on Yorick. Yorick flashes away too safely, and Vayne is behind. Vayne has used her ultimate, and a big exchange in the middle now. A dive on Vayne, an excellent dive on Vayne, and Vayne is annihilated. That's game. That's game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Team Blue played that spectacularly well. Ace, an ace, 0-4-5, an ace from Team Blue. That they played it so well. They played just that team fight so well. I'm going to put it all again to just see just how they did it. And a surrender vote for Team Red. They surrendered that game knowing they lost. Now let's turn back to that team fight in the middle at the tower. The chase from the enemy, it's just so good. I want to show it how they played it because that's a textbook example on how to get to enemy carry and kill him with fire when there's an opportunity. Now we can see the enemy less like we remember there's a dragon, but they ignore it. They just go here to try and push, and Team Red has that Baron. We can remember that, and now the team fight is going to start any moment. Now Inhibitor is going to respawn. Vayne is here. Vayne has got all the buffs in the game, almost 400 damage with her auto attack, and just look at that burst. 1, 2, 3.5 HP from Yorick. So if Vayne manages to stay alive, it will be a fatal for the enemy. But a flash from Mordekaiser and a burst from combination of Corki just did his full burst with Tariq's aura, and Noxian went in from behind. Noxian went actually in here from behind. He's going to dive that Vayne. Yes, look, Noxian is diving Vayne, and with Diana's help, that's going to be one dead Vayne, and dead Vayne without Guardian Angel means the end of the game for Team Red. Now that's GG. Excellent play by Noxian and Diana, who managed to take down the most dangerous enemy, and a fatal mistake by Mordekaiser, who flashed on the enemy. I don't understand that decision. Why would he do that? Mordekaiser just played bad the game. His performance was substandard considering that level of play. A Thornmail buy also isn't what I'd pick personally. So Mordekaiser, to put it bluntly, failed. Lee Sin was also playing rather poorly. Well, perhaps he tried, he had good ideas, but unfortunately they didn't fire. They backfired brutally, and that was unfortunate. Games like that happen. You have to make plays. You just can't allow enemy to snowball slowly out of control. And in this game there were ups, there were downs, and all in all, excellent play. It shows the true power of Vayne, who is still by far one of the more deadlier carries, especially with Nunu in her team as a teammate with that Blood Boil. And it also shows how to deal with that problem just by diving her with your AP carry, with your jungler who's got that option, and assassinating her so that she's incapable of nuking the enemy, your team down. And that's it for the game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it, because I personally did alone. Baelorr signing off, and see you around next time.